Pokt Network, or the POKT token, is going very strong, more than 200% gains in the last month alone. Now, the fundamental reasons for that rally are very, very confusing. We're going to go through all of the data. Now, here's the rally I'm talking about. We are now at a bit over 30 cents per POKT. And as usual, you will not see me just go through the website and present the obvious information. We are going to look behind the curtain. Pokt Network is an infrastructure play. So it's a play on RPC with crypto. RPC means remote procedure calls. So it's simply just a performant way to call other systems, right? Instead of just doing HTTP API calls, you use RPC. Now let's look at the first thing most people are not considering. How much activity is there around Pokt Network? And we've got good news over here. There was an update just 1 hour ago, another update 1 hour ago, 8 hours ago, yesterday. This repository was updated last week. This means that there's still very active programming around Pokt Network. The programmers are submitting code changes regularly. Now, I'm always interested in data. I want to know what's driving demand versus what's driving supply, right? Because that's in the end the price, demand versus supply. So I want to see what's the current momentum around adoption, for example. And finding reliable long-term data isn't that easy. There is Pokt Scan, but all those charts are rather short-term in duration. There is also coda.org with a few Pokt Network charts. But unfortunately, here we don't see a lot of growth. For example, here, the number of daily relays, the average daily reward per service or node, the number of active nodes, the number of active staked tokens. This doesn't necessarily look like data that supports this current price rally. What's going on? So I thought maybe this is related to the capital that's locked up in Pokt. Here's DeFi Llama and we see $0 total value locked. We do have a listing though for one decentralized application, Pokt. Interestingly enough, we do have a total value locked chart here. The discrepancy comes apparently from double counting total value locked. Not sure where exactly the subtraction here happened. But yeah, Pokt was at 8 to 9 million. One and a half years ago, roughly, and is now increasing again. Now that increase happened because the Pokt price itself increased. Measured in Pokt, this did not increase. And that's no surprise because of the following. Have a look at this. It's been a great ride. Pokt is winding down. I have withheld a central part of information in this video so far, and I want to show you how I came across that information. When you go to the blog page of Pokt, you actually don't see any interesting news. But once you dive into LinkedIn, you check out the profiles of the founders and executive directors, then you notice something interesting. Pokt Network Inc., but with a very, very different logo. This here is the Pokt Network logo, not this here. What's going on? I tell you what's going on. On Medium, we find an article that Pokt Network rebranded to Grove in October of last year. But here it becomes even more confusing. On the Twitter profile of Grove, we see that Grove had been founded by the people of Pokt Network. It doesn't appear to be a rebrand. In the documentation of Grove, we don't see a rebrand. We see that Grove had been built on top of Pokt Network. So apparently both brands still continue up to this day. Now here's something important. Grove is not Grove Coin. Grove Coin is something completely different. This is the website of Grove Coin. This is the website of Grove that came from the Pokt Network team. Now fundamentally, Grove seems to do pretty much the same as Pokt Network. It's again an RPC data provider, and you can pay simply as you go, depending on how much data you consume, and you pay with regular US dollars. You don't pay with a token. The issue again is that we don't have any proper statistics around adoption of Grove. We only have a case study around DeFi kingdoms and another one around the Omni wallet. Now this is not a hype channel, right? I don't just promote any random cryptocurrencies. I try to find out fundamentally if a cryptocurrency is potentially worth investing in. There's something very, very interesting around Pokt Network. Because again, there's only the Pokt Network token. There's no Grove token. The Grove coin is a completely different project. Have a look at this chart behind me. What we see here is the Pokt price divided by the Ethereum price long term starting in January of 2022. And first, we had massive underperformance. Pokt network underperformed Ethereum by 98%. And since October, it outperformed massively, almost a 10x versus just holding Ethereum. Now, what happened here? Why did this suddenly turn around? I think there's two reasons. Here is reason number one. This is the number of circulating Pokt tokens over time. The token used to inflate massively, but that inflation has stopped in July of this year. If supply expands faster than demand, of course, the price goes down. If supply doesn't expand anymore, this is potentially positive. Reason number two is that crypto is expanding again. This is the stablecoin market cap of DAI, Tether, USDC, BUSD, all combined, and this tended to collapse after the Terra Luna implosion in May of 2022. But since October of this year, crypto is expanding. And that's also the time when Pokt started to outperform again. So is Pokt Network a potential buy? I will pick up some tokens. I say I will, not I have, because I never front run you guys. I let you guys front run me. Again, I want to minimize conflict of interest here. There's obviously risk, right? Because we don't know how much adoption of growth of Pokt Network there currently is. On the other hand, price momentum is very positive right now and the supply isn't expanding anymore. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram. Link is down below.